Hello and welcome back to our Lancashire Science Festival live science broadcasts. We're on the fifth and last broadcast of the day, and what we're doing today is giving you guys a sneaky peek into some of the exciting experiments and activities that are going on during our Lancashire Science Festival here at the University of Central Lancashire. Now, the Science Festival is a 3-day event. It's this week, so we have our school days on Thursday and Friday, but they're fully booked. However, we still have spaces on the public day, which is on Saturday. It's completely free to attend. We're open from 9 till 4. Anyone can come along. All that we ask is that you register beforehand if you can, and you can find the details of how to do that using the link below. If you'd like to get in touch with us during our final broadcast, please use our social media links below. Send us a message, ask us a question. We'll try to get back to you. And if you're school watching, send us a picture and we'll retweet it or share it. So I am here with Dr. Kat Tennick, who is a senior lecturer in forensic science here at the university. And Kat is going to share some exciting experiments that we'll be having as part of the Lancashire Science Festival on Saturday. I think it's in the glow zone, isn't it?
It is, yes. So we've got some students helping us out, and we're going to have a glow zone with a crime scene inside it.
Wow.
So you can come down, have a look at our crime scene, and there might be some exciting glowing activities going on. We've also got some crime scene investigators. We've got some glowing worms for you to come and...
Glowing
Glowing
worms?
worms.
Wow.
I know, very cool. For you to come and have a look at. You can make some DNA bracelets. We've got escape rooms. We've got a talk on animal detectives. So there's lots and lots to come and do.
Fantastic, thank you, Kat. Should we get started on some of these experiments now?
Yes, absolutely.
Brilliant.
So, as Liz said, I'm a forensic scientist, and light is very important to what I do. So, first thing I've got to ask you all is, who's seen a rainbow before?
I've seen a rainbow.
Yep, definitely. Okay, lots of you, that's great. So, can we name the colours of the rainbow first of all?
Try my best.
Red, orange, yellow, green, indigo,
blue?
and
No, indigo. Violet.
And violet, yeah. So Richard of York gave, blue, yes, we did forget blue. In vain is one of the ways that we can remember the colours of the rainbow. So if you think about a rainbow that you've seen in the sky, we can all see that because these are the colours that make up white light and everything that we see around us, all the colours that we see. But actually, there are other things either side of the rainbow that we can't see. Next to the red is something we call infrared, okay, that is difficult for our eyes to see, but you can see it when you use your remote control, because infrared is what changes over your TV and things like that.
That makes sense.
Okay, and then at the other end, at the violet end, next to that we've got something called ultraviolet. Can we all say that? Ultraviolet. That's it, and it's a very special kind of light.
Okay.
So when we're thinking about our rainbow, all of these different types of light have different energies.
Okay.
So we're going to do some of that light energy now. Can you join us? All right, so we'll start with infrared,
okay,
which is really, really slow, really laid back.
So chilled out.
Okay,
yeah.
So yeah, really chilled out. And then red, just still chilled, but a little bit more. Orange, okay, a little bit more. Yellow, a little bit more energy. And then green. And then blue, we remembered it this time.
Blue, yeah.
Then indigo, then violet, and now ultraviolet is going as mad as you can because there's lots and lots of energy there. Okay. Whew. Don't need to go to the gym now.
No, it's done for the day.
We're
Just
done.
had to be ultraviolet light.
We're done. Okay, so ultraviolet light has lots and lots of energy, and that energy can help to make things glow.
Wow, really?
I know.
Okay.
Yes, very, very cool. Ultraviolet light comes from the sun, and that's why we need to wear sunblock to protect our skin.
Oh, UV.
Yes,
Okay.
UV,
Yeah, yeah.
that's it. And, but it also helps us to produce something really important. So we need a little bit of sunlight because it helps us to produce something called vitamin D, okay, which we all need to give us strong bones.
Yeah. Because
Okay.
of calcium.
Because the
Vitamin D and calcium go together.
They do. Very good.
Remember from last year?
Excellent. Well done. And the other thing is that it's found a lot in nature. So things like insects, okay, even though we can't see ultraviolet very clearly, some insects can.
Like bees?
Absolutely right, yes. So bees can see in ultraviolet. So when they look at plants, for example, whereas we might see beautiful colours in the flowers and the green of the leaves, what they can see is ultraviolet patterns that are a bit like lights on a runway.
Right.
And it guides them towards the nectar
clever.
in the middle of the flower. And that means that they're able to produce food for us, which is really all the fruits and vegetables, which is really, really
Because
important.
the pollination.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Excellent. So should we get to we've got a whole range of things in front of us now.
Gonna make them glow.
Should we see how they glow?
Yes, let's.
All right, so that means we need to have the lights down so we can turn our UV lamp on. So we are still here, guys, don't worry. Let's turn our UV lamp on and see what we've got. Well, first of all, we've got some tonic water.
Wow.
Okay, wow, that's very cool, isn't it?
It is.
So it's the quinine, okay, it's called quinine in the tonic water that makes that glow. Now the next thing we've got, you'll also find in your kitchen, okay, and this is olive oil.
Olive oil, wow.
Okay,
I'm just
so
gonna move
you
this
can
banana.
see the olive oil glowing as well. We've also got honey. Okay, so we can see
A
the
little
bees
bit.
can see the UV, but
Yeah.
actually the honey that they produce also glows under UV.
Oh, wow.
Now can we see the eggshell actually ever so slightly red? Tiny
Yes.
pink colour there.
Because the light that's coming out of the UV lamp is a little bit blue, isn't it?
It
so
is
you
a
wouldn't
little
expect
bit
the egg to
blue.
look red.
But that's because of the fluorescence. So again, we've got some milk here.
Yeah, it kind of looks green, doesn't it?
Now this isn't food, this is actually a solution of highlighters.
Okay.
Okay, so we've put a highlighter into water and we've got some really cool
Wow.
glowing solution there.
It's really bright, isn't it?
So also, sometimes when you break up green foods like spinach, it might be quite difficult. You can just about there see a little bit of purple. Okay,
Tiny
because
bit, yeah.
a tiny bit. And then should we have a look at this scorpion and see what we get
We've
as
not
well?
I've never seen a scorpion under a UV lamp.
So, the scorpion, the outside of a scorpion, it's not showing up too well here, but if you come along to the festival, we've got special dark boxes and they glow really, really brightly. So you should be able to see the outside of a scorpion glowing.
Wow.
Okay, so if we could have the lights
try
back
the
on.
banana?
Oh yeah, let's try the banana before the lights come back on. There we go. Okay, and you can see, basically, the more ripe a banana comes, the more fluorescence we will
Really?
get on the banana.
Wow.
Yes, so it doesn't work very well with new bananas. So there
This
we
one
go.
looks quite ripe.
This one does look like it's been in the fruit bowl for a while. Okay, so we'll turn the UV light off, and if we can have the main lights back on, what we're going to do is show you how we use UV light in forensic science.
Okay.
You up for this? You
Yeah,
up for becoming
definitely.
a CSI for the moment?
Absolutely. We're going to solve some crimes.
Brilliant. Okay, so what I need you to do is grab a blue piece of paper for
Okay,
me.
blue
We're
piece
going
of
to
paper.
clear some room at the front. So, okay, put the blue piece of paper there for me. Right, and what I want you to do, please, Liz, is I want you to take your hand and I want you to just put a hand splat on that
this one?
on that piece of paper there.
Okay.
Yeah, go for it.
Hand spot.
Perfect.
Okay.
All right, and lift it off.
Yep.
Right, so that's your hand just as it was, and hopefully that's left traces of your fingerprints and your hand on there.
Okay.
But just to make doubly sure, what we're going to do with your other hand is make sure that we've got traces of sweat on there.
Nice.
Nice.
Okay.
I know.
How are we going to do
Because
that?
it's sweat and grease is what forensic scientists really like for
they read the
detecting
print.
fingerprints.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they help with a fingerprint. So, if on this hand, if you rub your fingers down the side of your nose like that,
Yeah. So
maybe behind your ears, maybe do your hair as well.
everyone's going to know how
Okay.
greasy I am.
Okay?
The things I do for science.
I know. This is why I love you.
Another hand splat.
Okay, another hand splat on the other side.
Okay.
Brilliant. Okay, so if you grab those powders over there, should we take a powder each?
Yeah.
Okay, we've got a red powder and we've got a green powder. And
Does it matter which one I use?
It doesn't matter at all. Okay, so these are special fluorescent powders.
Okay.
And they've got iron filings in.
Okay.
And these are what we call wands.
Wands.
Expelliarmus! No? No Hogwarts entry this year.
Sorry.
Still waiting for my owl. Okay. So, not that kind of wand. At the end of the wand, we've got a magnet.
Okay.
So, if we put a magnet near to a metal like iron, does anyone know what will happen?
Does it attract?
It does attract. Very good. So if you said sticks, that's good. If you said attract, that's brilliant, because that's the science word we're looking for.
Fab.
So what you want to do is take the magnet and pop it into the tub.
Yeah. Okay. It's in.
And then lift it out so we can see. Okay, I'm going to pour mine out.
Should there be that much on there?
Yeah, that's absolutely fine. And then what you're going to do is, if we drop it on top of the print like that, so pull the end,
the plunger.
yeah,
So a lot
and
there.
drop the don't worry, we'll clean it all up.
Okay.
And then just go in circles.
Like a brush.
It is. It's like a brush. This is quite relaxing.
Yeah.
You know, it's not a bad way to spend your afternoon.
It's not. Until people realise how greasy my face is.
So what we're going to do is you can make sure
I need to mop it up now?
A good CSI makes sure that they clean up after themselves.
Yeah.
So let's make sure we're all nice and clean, and we're going to drop it back into the pot as well. Okay? So
Sorry, I'm not as quick as you. You can tell you're a trained forensic scientist.
That's all right. There's no rush. We can take our time. We're just making sure we're all nice and tidy.
Okay.
Okay. So what we're going to do is...
I feel like I can already tell the difference.
Okay, so on one side, on this side, we have, on the green side, we had the print where you hadn't prepared your hands and you hadn't put grease on it.
The ones where they were clean.
And on the red fingerprints are the ones where we deliberately put grease onto our fingers to leave traces behind, because one of the main principles of forensic science is every contact leaves a trace. Okay?
Okay.
And we can see that there. So if we have a closer look, so the green side, that was where we didn't prepare the hand, and the red side is where we did prepare the hand. But if we turn the lights off, we're going to try looking at this again.
Do you want me to hold it up?
With the UV torch. Can we see the difference? Okay.
So I think you can just about see my fingerprints on the green side, but it's a lot clearer on the red, isn't it?
On the red side. We've also got another... Oof, there we go. It's ready to escape. We've got another set over here, just in case.
Just to show that the green does work.
Just to show that the red and the green does work. So this is how we can use UV light, and we can use magnetism. Okay, and that can help us to find evidence at crime scenes.
Wow, so we could use this to solve a mystery?
We could. We could definitely use it to solve a mystery, because everybody has fingerprints, okay, that's patterns on your fingers that are completely unique to you. Okay, nobody else in the whole wide world has fingerprints like you do. And that's even anyone out there who has an identical twin.
Wow.
Yeah, even though your DNA is the same, your fingerprints are different. So there you go, all the teachers and parents out there of identical twins, you can't do any more swapping tricks anymore. They will be able to tell you apart.
You just need to fingerprint them.
I know. So we'll turn that back off, and we'll have the main lights back on. Thank you very much.
Oh, well, thank you very much for sharing all of that with us, Kat. That was really interesting. No, it was an absolute pleasure. So now we know that lots of different things around us can fluoresce under UV light. That's right, isn't it?
Yes.
And we can use that or forensic scientists can use that when they're helping to solve mysteries and work with the police to help solve crimes.
Absolutely.
Amazing. Well, if you've enjoyed seeing all of these different things glowing, then make sure you come down to the Lancashire Science Festival on Saturday. Visit Kat and her colleagues at the Glow Zone. There'll be lots more of this stuff to look at and get quite hands-on with.
Absolutely. We've got lots for you to do, lots for you to make, so come on down and see us. And if you see me, come say hi.
Fantastic. So, just to remind you, if you want to come along to the festival on Saturday, it's best to register before, so go to the website, follow the instructions. It's completely free. We would love to see you there. Thank you so much, Kat, for sharing all of this with us.
Thanks, Liz.
Thank you for watching. Please get in touch on social media and hopefully we'll see you on Saturday.
Bye.